Welcome to Connected, a space to reflect on how technology transforms our lives and to seek ways to find balance.
In this podcast, we'll talk about the impact of the internet overuse and how it affects both our digital and emotional life.
Because being online is part of our reality, but understanding its challenges and learning how to take care of ourselves is our choice. So let's do it together. This is Connected. Let's talk about using the internet in a healthier and safer way.
Welcome to Connected. Today we are going to talk about animation. I am your host, Antonio, and today we have a special episode with 4 our awesome guests. We are going to explore everything about animation, from how it's made to what makes it so magical. So let us meet our panel of animation experts. First up, we have Nacho, an animator who creates characters and worlds. Hi, Nacho.
Hi, it's fantastic to be here.
Next, we have Isabel, who works as storyboard artist. She helps to plan out how stories will unfold in animation. Welcome, Isabel.
Hey Antonio, I am so happy to be here with everyone.
Our third guest is Amanda, a voice actor who brings characters to life with her voice. Hi, Amanda.
I'm a thriller to be part of this meeting today.
And we also have Teofilo, a 3D animator who makes computer-generated characters and environments move. Welcome, Teofilo.
Thanks, Antonio.
All right, let us get started. We are going to talk about animation in all its forms today. So let us kick it off with the basics. Nacho, can you explain what animation is?
Sure, animation is like creating movie pictures. You start with a lot of still images, like drawings or 3D models, and when you show them quickly one after another, they look like they are moving. It's how cartoons, animated movies, and even video games are made.
And it is all about storytelling. Before any of those pictures are made, we need to plan what happens in the story, and with these storyboards came. In a storyboard, it's like a comic strip where you sketch out each scene. It helps everyone understand the flow of the story and what happened next.
That is where I come in. After the story is planned out, I get to bring the character to life with my voice. It's so much fun to play around with different emotions and make the character sound happy, sad, or I'm scared. My voice helps make the character feel real.
And once Amanda's voice is recorded, I get to animate the character in 3D. I take the models we have created and make them move in a way that look natural. For example, if the character is walking, I make sure their arms and legs move right and the body feels like it has weight.
And I also help make sure everything ties together. I work with all the team to make sure the animation, voice acting, music, and story all fit together to create the best experience for the audience. It is like directing a play but with a lot of cool effects and movements.
Wow, it's like a big team effort. So each of you have a special role. But what is the most fun part of your job? Amanda, let us get started with you. What do you love most about voice acting?
Oh, that is so creative. I get to imagine all sorts of fun personalities for the characters. Sometimes I try out a voice that is super silly or super serious. And then we experiment to see which one fits best. It is always a new adventure every time I record.
For me, the fun part is sketching out the story. I get to create the first draft of animation and I get to make a scene extinct. Like if there is a big chase scene, I can plan who the character will jump over obstacles or what happens next. When they turn a corner, it is like drawing a little movie before it even exists.
For me, it's seeing the characters come to life. I love drawing and designing characters, and it's amazing to watch them move and interact with each other. There is something so magical about seeing a drawing you made turn to a living, breathing character.
I must agree with Nacho. There is something incredible about taking a character and giving them movement and emotion. I also love working with all the cool technology and tools, like special software that help make the 3D character looks realistic. When it all comes together, it's like magic.
That is awesome! It sounds like each part of animation has its own kind of magic. But hey, I have a tough question for you all. What is the hardest part of making animation?
For me, it is the planning, making sure every scene flows perfectly, and make a scene is tricky. Sometimes we must change things up and reduce scene if they do not look right. It can be a lot of work.
I agree with Isabel. Drawing and designing is fun, but sometimes it takes a while to get everything looking exactly right. If something is off, like a character's expression or the way they move, it can make an enormous difference in how the story feels. So we must keep changing things until it's perfect.
Oh, yes, and voice acting can be tough too. Sometimes you have to say the same line over and over, trying to make it sound exactly right. You also must keep your energy up for an entire day of recording. That can be exhausting.
For 3D animation, the hardest part is making sure the movement looks real. For example, if a character is jumping, I must figure out the timing and make sure the character's weight uh, feels right when they land. It takes a lot of patience and practice to make it look believable.
And from director's point of view, the hardest part is making tough decisions. Sometimes you must cut an essence that you really like or change a character design, and that can be hard, but it's also part of making the animation the best it can be.
It sounds like there is a lot of work that goes into making animation, but it's all worth it when the final product comes together. Before we wrap up, any advice for kids who want to become animators, voice actors, or work in animation?
My advice is to keep practicing. Draw every day, watch your favorite animated shows, and learn what you love about them. Animation is all about creativity, so keep imagining new things.
And do not be afraid to experiment with storytelling. Sometimes you will make your own stories or make simple animation with your iPhone or camera. The more you try, the better you will get.
For voice acting, do not be shy. Try different voice record yourself and listen to how you sound. It's all about having fun and playing around with your voice.
If you are into 3D animation, learn how to use animation software. There are free tools out there that you can use to create your own 3D videos. Start small and do not be afraid to make mistakes.
And for anyone interested in directing, the key is to watch a lot of films and animations and pay attention to how the story is told. It's also important to work well with others. Animation is a team effort, so learn how to collaborate.
Great advice, everyone! Thanks so much for joining us today. You have been all amazing. And to our listeners, remember, animation is a magical world where anything can happen. So keep dreaming, keep creating, and who knows, one day we will see your animation on the big screen.
Bye everyone! Keep animating!
And this is the end of today's episode of Connected. We hope you find it useful so as to reflect on how we use the internet and social media, and to think of ways of protecting our emotional health in a digital world.
And remember, even if we are connected the whole time, the most important thing is to be able to get disconnected when we need it and to take care of ourselves and of those around us. Thank you for listening. If you like this episode, remember to share it with someone who may need it. Follow us and join us in our next episode where we will explore the challenges and opportunities the digital world offers us together. This was Connected. Until next time.
And remember, you decide how to live your connection.